Welcome to That's My Biz, the Internet Business Showcase, where we bring exposure to products, services, and special causes of local businesses and organizations. Thank you so much for joining us. We are coming to you live from the BizLinks TV studio. Brought to you by Southeast Computers, repairs, upgrades, custom builds, and restorations. SoutheastComputersATL.com. Hi everyone, I'm Pamela Alexander and welcome to another episode of That's My Biz. As always, we enjoy bringing to you the wonderful businesses, nonprofits, and associations that we meet when we're out there networking, and we do a lot of networking. We've met a lot of wonderful businesses. You've probably already seen on BizLinks TV Network on location this wonderful lady here that I'm about to introduce you to. So we want to remind you that you can check out this episode again at www.bizlinks.tv. You can also check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/BizLinksTV and our YouTube channel at youtube.com/BizLinksTV. Don't forget to peruse all our various videos. Make sure that you subscribe so that you get a notification when we put new episodes out there for you to watch. With our shows, we try to remind everyone they need to break out their paper and their pen because it's always an opportunity for a lot of wonderful notes just from what you learn from our guests, but also just we always end up sharing a lot of great business tips because those are the people that we want to bring on to help you and inspire you all that are out there as well. So without further ado, I do want to introduce our guest. We have with us Dr. Rachel Elahee, better known as Dr. Ray.
Yes,
welcome.
Thank you very much, Pam.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. I'll tell you now, she is a coaching psychologist. She is an author, a mother of 4, if you can believe that. But she is just very passionate about supporting professional women. And she's done that in a lot of different ways, but she really helps women feel less overwhelmed, prioritize their commitments, and learn to say no when necessary. We always know we need to keep getting that and drilling that one in, so we're excited to hear more about that. But she is just really about helping women and individuals as well achieve greater life satisfaction, increase their professional productivity, and ultimately gain that peace of mind that they need. So, Dr. Ray, I first want to start with tell us about your personal journey.
Absolutely. Wow, there's a lot to that. As you mentioned, I'm a mother of 4, and I have a couple of different things that I do professionally. I have the clinical piece, and I do some online courses, and I've written the book, as you said. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And what I realized in hindsight is that I love staying busy. And the problem with that is that I was always adding things to my plate, and I was never taking things off. So I reached a point that, and I joke that I did not burn out, but I definitely smelled smoke.
I love that.
And I had to try to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in business for myself. And when the phone rang, I didn't want to answer it. I didn't want to be bothered. It was just too much. One more call, one more thing. Somebody else wanted me to do one more. It was just too much. And I had to take a step back and figure out what was going on. And I realized that I was not taking the advice that I give my clients. You hear physician, heal thyself. Well, psychologist, heal thyself. And so I had to take an inventory of what was going on with me. And it was I was doing too much. And so I took off of my plate the things that did not add to me, the things that that took away from me, that depleted me. And I kept the things that I loved. And when I did that, and there was a little bit more to it, but when I started taking inventory and getting rid of the dead weight, I noticed that I started feeling better, that my passion returned for the work that I do. And that was really, really a critical point for me with the work that led to my book and the other work that I do, because I see my clients coming in with the very same issues. And really, it doesn't matter what their presenting issue is. It doesn't matter if they come in for work problems or relationship issues. Many of them still were not taking time to do things for themselves, to take care of themselves, and they were being held down and weighed down by the things in life that detracted from them and didn't add.
Wow, I love that because I know so often I'm always working on focus, because like you said, we often, God has given us so many great ideas, and you just want to do them all, and you want to get them all done then. Mm-hmm. But, you have to learn that you got to put them on that parking lot, focus on that one thing. And so I'm always trying to balance that. And so I'm always saying focus and rein it in. And you're so right when you're able to kind of put it aside. You you didn't let it go, but it's there. You didn't lose the thought. But, like you said, to be happy to lift that weight and truly get the inspiration you need.
Absolutely. You have to pace yourself.
Yeah, I love that. So now you talked about your book, Choose You, Reignite Your Passion for Life. Tell us all about that. I love the title.
Thank you very much. Well, as I said, it was a labor of love, and it's got 100 strategies for putting yourself first. It also includes 10 interviews that I've done with women and excerpts of them putting themselves first. It's written devotional style, so everything is short and sweet. It's written for the busy woman with a busy life who says, I don't have time to read. Anywhere you pick this book up and open it up is a perfect place. You don't have to figure out where you left off, what you last read. There's a jewel and a nugget, and with each strategy, there's a journal question or just food for thought for you throughout. So some examples include, your life is not a democracy. So other people can give their opinion, but they don't get a vote unless you give it to them.
Right.
Another strategy is measure twice, cut once. We've heard that in sewing or doing any hanging pictures or whatever you're doing around the house. But in life, we don't follow that same advice. The parallel is, in life, we will think about it, we'll pray about it, we'll ask our friends about it, we'll journal about it. We've done all this, and we still don't make a decision. And if I check in with you and say, Pam, how's that project going? Right. You were thinking about, oh, girl, I'm still thinking about it.
Paralysis of analysis, right?
Absolutely. And so I encourage people to trust that you've done your due diligence. You've done everything you need to do. Yeah. Now either decide to do it or decide not to. Right. Even decide, let me put this on the shelf for now. I'm not ready to make a decision on it right now. Right. Whatever you decide to do, make a decision. Right. It's okay. Yeah. A lot of times we don't make decisions because we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust our judgment. And there's nothing comfortable about sitting on a fence. It never has been. Never will be. If you've ever sat on a fence, you name the fence, it's nothing comfortable about it. And so I encourage people to get off the fence because in that, it causes stress. Sitting on the fence, not making a decision, is stressful. And so with Choose You, it's got 100 strategies for putting yourself first. When you are choosing to stress less, that's one way you put yourself first. When you, as I said before, your life is not a democracy, when you realize that I don't have to live my life according to what everybody else who has an opinion on what I should do, I don't have to live my life according to their standards. Whoa. Yeah. That takes a load off. Yeah. There's some relief there. There's some stress that's been reduced. And so that's another way you put yourself first. There are 98 other ones. Wow. So you got two. I know you wrote those two down. So now all you have to do is get the book. You'll get the other 98. I mean, I just love it because just that moment where you're just like, this is a lot. This is too much. Or you're just trying to figure things out. This is a great opportunity. Pick up the book. And like I said, the book is not a humongous book. It's a nice size. Fits in your bag. Put it in your car when you just need that nugget to be able to pick it up and then grab what you need to get going and get motivated. I love that. So you want to make sure that you grab the book. And yes. It's cute.
I wasn't going to go there, but I'm telling y'all, just the design of this, I was going to get all into the branding and whatnot, and I mean, you can't see it, but the image of the lady that's on here, you need to get it. It is cute, and I love the size, which is so important. I love the size. So what we want you to do is make sure that you get this book. So with that, please tell everyone before we go forward, how do they get this book?
Absolutely. The book is available on my website, which is drelahee.com. Okay. That's DRELAHEE.com. If you order it on my website, I can autograph it and send it to you. It's also available on Amazon and Kindle.
There you go. Y'all make sure you get it. And we want to make sure you let them know that you saw this episode. Finish watching now. I know you're ready to go ahead and click off and buy it. But finish watching the episode. Share this with some others as well. Now, I know another thing that you talk about is the importance of setting boundaries. Yes. So let's talk a little bit about why it's necessary to set boundaries.
Because if you don't set boundaries, your life will be chaotic. Think about other instances of boundaries in your life. The door to your house is a boundary. If you did not have a door on your house, people will be wandering in from everywhere. The lines in the street is a sign of boundaries. Tells you this is your lane. If you wander all over the road, bad things happen. The same is true for our lives. We have to set boundaries. That tells other people, hey, I love you, but this is not okay.
Right.
Every rules. Every relationship has rules, and rules are a type of boundary. It says, listen, I love you, but when you do this, I don't like it.
Right.
I like when you do this. Right. We need boundaries in our life to make life more easy to navigate.
Okay.
And it also teaches other people how to love us and how to treat us. Boundaries, as I said before, without boundaries, your life will be chaotic. And no is one of my favorite boundary setting words. You can say no. And I always say the smile is optional.
Okay.
We don't explain our yeses, but we feel the need to explain our no's.
Right. So true.
You can say no. You can say no, thank you.
Yeah.
But say no.
Yeah.
Say no to some things.
Right.
There are some unconscious scripts that we have playing in our mind. If we say no, they won't like me. If they say no, if I say no, they'll feel bad. We have a whole litany of scripts in our mind for what will happen if we say no.
Right.
The sky will not fall, and everybody really will be okay. And you know what, Pam? I actually respect people more when they say no.
Yeah.
I think, wow, look at them taking care of themselves.
Right.
Okay, I like that.
Exactly.
Good. I want them to say yes, but I can really respect a no.
Yeah. Well, now, because no is a struggle, a big struggle for a lot of people. I know many years ago, I would say no, but then I would give kind of a made up reason of the no because I know that'd be something they would accept. And then I started going, well, why do I have to make something up? Right. So then I would back out my reasoning if I was typing in an email or something and just say no, and this is it. How do people get to that to where it's comfortable and where they realize it's okay to do what I need to do and say no and not take on this opportunity, even when it seems like a great opportunity, but we know sometimes that can take us off in a whole nother tangent?
That's a great question, Pam. There are a couple things that we can do. The first thing that we can do, if you're really, really feeling uncomfortable saying no, is to just say, not right now. Or you can say, let me get back with you. And that way, if you're feeling a little weak, you say, let me get back with you, and you step away to bolster up your energy to say no. Or let me call you, or let me shoot you an email. Because sometimes that face-to-face is a little too much pressure for people. But also understand, another thing that you can do to make saying no a little easier is to practice it. Practice the scenarios in your head. Another thing that you can do when you want to get better at saying no is to really think about what is causing you to feel guilty. Just ask yourself the question, why do I feel inclined to say yes? What do I fear? As I said before, we have these unconscious scripts that are playing in our mind. But if you call it out, if you just really look at it and say, my goodness, why am I having a hard time saying no? No, I don't want to spend my money. No, why do I feel compelled to give them money when I really don't want to? Ask yourself that. And so if you really start to analyze it, you may start to understand your reasoning a little more. And when you do that, you'll feel more comfortable. You'll feel stronger in saying no. And also you can ask support from people who love you. I'm having a hard time saying no. How do you say no? Help me with this. And they say, listen, girl, call me before you get ready to sign on a dotted line, before you get ready to go make that major expense, call me, and I'll talk to you.
Wow.
So we need the support of people who love us sometimes
I
as well.
love that. And then y'all know you can grab the book and open to a page, and it's going to help you too with that. But, and I'll tell you one thing that I've learned with the no is it's good just to say no. Don't put anything else with it, because that opens up the door for them to think, well, maybe your no is not really a no. It's a no that I can kind of convince you into a yes. So just throwing that no out there is it. There's nothing to argue down with you about. So
that's why I say the smile is optional. Just a no is fine. It's a complete, actually in the book, no is a complete sentence.
Right. I love that. So y'all remember that. Write that one down really big if you need to. Now, I know you also talk about finding the good stuff in life. Share more about that, and how do people find the good stuff in life?
Absolutely. I love coaching people on finding the good stuff in life. one of there are 5 major ones that I focus on.
Okay.
The first one is be curious about life.
Mm.
Be curious. You know, you ever reach a slump or a period in your life where you just feel bored or it feels blah? Get curious about life. Research something, investigate something that you've been wondering about. When you tap into your curious side, life gets a little more interesting.
Okay.
Curiosity is the first one. The next one is gratitude. We hear a lot about gratitude. If you really want to improve your level of life satisfaction, your happiness in life, it's really true, and that's in the book too.
Okay.
To be really grateful. Okay. When you are focusing on what you're grateful for, you naturally, your brain moves away from what's wrong in life to what's right in life. And so you're really training your mind. The other thing that I emphasize with people, besides being curious and being grateful, is to live a zestful life. Have a little zest. And I'm not talking about the soap or the salad dressing, but to do things that really get your blood going.
Okay.
Do things that really get your energy up.
Okay.
And that might be a brisk walk. It might be doing something fun and adventurous. Go rock climbing, indoor rock climbing. Yeah. Do something that's zestful. You know, get you moving and make life fun and make you smile. Do something that if you do something that's zestful, you will get some of the good things in life, and you will be a lot happier, and life will be a lot more satisfying for you. So curiosity, gratitude, zest. Also talk about hope and love.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in the news. There always is.
Yeah.
There's a lot that if you look at the news, you can feel pretty frustrated and start to feel like, there's not a lot of hope for us.
Yeah.
So you think about a situation and you imagine it with a positive outcome, with an outcome that makes you feel good. It could just be a situation in life. You don't have to take on the world's problems, but it can be a situation in your life. And think of it with a positive result, a positive end. Imagine that. Imagine what steps would need to be in place for that to happen. And then the last one is love. Okay. Love is, there's a lot we can say about love. The Bible teaches about love. Right. With love, spend time with the people that you love and who love you. And that makes life more amazing. Okay. That's part of the good stuff. Yeah. When you spend time with those you love, there's just something that's indescribable about the feeling that you get from it. The other thing is we get so caught up in work and technology and social media and so many other things that we spend less and less time really locked in on the people that we love. Right. Go to any restaurant. Right. Parents and children, best friends. Yep, that's it. Any group, I guarantee you will see somebody at the table in their iPad or their phone. So to be able to just lock in and focus on and engage with the people you care about, that's some of the good stuff in life. Yeah, we love that. And because, like you mentioned today, just because of where we are in today's times, and I can imagine that you see it quite a bit, that now it is an issue where we have to stop and really think and be conscious about it. Put the phones away, put the electronics away, truly get connected, because people are so disconnected in the same space. So you all start going after some of these good things in life. You've heard the 5. Rewind, take those down and start incorporating that into your life. Now, and I know you work a lot with women, and so we often have the challenge of what they call work-life balance. I'm more of the opinions work-life integration, not necessarily balance. Thank you. So, but with that, we know women are always trying to get to the point where they have it all. Is that something women can truly do, have it all? This is soon to be the new age-old question. Is there such a thing as work-life balance? I like that work-life integration. I love that, because you only have one life, right? You don't have a work life, and you have one life. So I think that it is possible to have it all. Okay. But you have to be mindful that having it all does not mean having everything in equal proportion. Okay. I use the example of riding a bike. If you're riding a bike, you will look balanced If you're not balanced, you'll fall. But if you look a little more closely, when you're riding your bike, you're actually going a little to the left and a little to the right, a little to the left, a little to the right. And so you're balancing yourself. And that's what we need to do in our life. When we're looking at our work life and the personal side of our life and all the other pieces in our life, that sometimes you need to lean a little more over here. If you have a big project coming up at work, you may have to lean into that a little more, and in your personal life, make it just a little less. But then there are other times, maybe on the weekends or after 5, whatever else you have going on, that you're leaning a lot more into family. Vacation is a perfect time that, if you're with people that you love, that's the time you're leaning a lot more on the personal side and the family side, and you're leaning a lot less on work. So life can be balanced. As I said before, it's not that everything is of equal proportion. That's not our goal.
Okay.
It's to pay attention to what's in front of you and to what's most important in that moment, and lean all the way in that. And you'll find yourself going back and forth, and that's perfectly okay.
I love that. So for those that are visual, I love that, seeing that bicycle, and like you said, you can't just sit like that, right? You do have to go back and forth. I love that, and that's what it's all about, and being able to, put some focus on one side versus the other. So with that, I want to close in talking about putting the focus on one side or the other. We have all of these different commitments that are out there, all these demands on us, and we're constantly having to prioritize or do our best at prioritizing. How do you suggest that people go about prioritizing their commitments?
Absolutely. Well, I wouldn't recommend you toss them up in the air and you just pick one. that won't work. But what I would recommend is that you take inventory of what is most important to you. For me, my relationship with God is primary. Second is my relationship with family. So you come up with your own rank ordered list of what's most important to you, and you use that as a measuring stick, as a guiding tool for the other things you have to do in life. And you measure it. If you think, I don't know which one to choose, how does it line up in terms of priority? If it's a low priority, you probably have your answer. Now, that's not an absolute, but that gives us a guide for how to prioritize the commitments that come up. God first, then family, then work. However, if you have a huge project doing work, if you have a huge project and there's a lot riding on that, well, family may have to, you may have to pause with family for just a bit and say, listen, this weekend or as soon as this project is over, but right now, and that goes back to that balance I talked about earlier, but right now I have this big project and I have to complete that. So your rank ordered list is already set, but temporarily you can put work in front. And then you go back to your regular scheduled programming. You go back to life as in the order that you have set for yourself. You go back to that balanced life that makes sense for you.
I love that. And I've had a fantastic time just talking with you and hearing all that you have to share. How do your clients work with you? Do you work one-on-one? Do you do group sessions? How do you work?
There's a variety of ways that I work with my clients. I do one-on-one work when I'm doing therapy. I also, in my coaching, I do one-on-one, but I also offer some group solutions as well. And so some of my courses are available online, and people are able to sign up for those. I have those at different points throughout the year. And so some of those are individually paced programs, self-paced programs, and some of them people can go through as a group. So there are a variety of ways to work with me.
Fantastic. I love that. So everyone, we know you've enjoyed the conversation as well. You want to work more closely with Dr. Ray, please reach out to her. Tell everyone how they can get in touch with you.
Absolutely. You can call me at 404-852-9020, but you can also email me at Dr. Ray, so that's DRRAE at drelahee.com. Dr. Ray at DRELAHEE.com.
Fantastic. Dr. Ray, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Absolutely, everyone. We've had a great time. Again, make sure that you go back, watch this episode again. I told you, as always, I promise that you're going to want to take a lot of notes. Go back again. Please, again, share this episode with your family and friends. Let them know about Dr. Ray. Make sure you share with them her book, and you make sure that you go out there and get her book as well. And watch this episode again at www.bizlinks.tv. You can also go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/BizLinksTV and our YouTube channel. Guess what? youtube.com/BizLinksTV. Make sure you subscribe. Give us some thumbs up out there. But subscribe so that you can get updates of when these episodes are released so that you can get them immediately and enjoy our wonderful guests. Please give us some comments for our guests as well. Share their episodes with your family, friends, and coworkers too. I'm Pamela Alexander with BizLinks TV Network. We are exposing your business to the world.
10 years to learn the business. 10 years to make a name. 1 year on your own. It takes time to build a small business, but only 60 days to transform it with email marketing from Constant Contact. Sign up with Constant Contact and get 60 days of free email marketing to generate referrals, connect with clients, and build the business you've always wanted. Constant Contact. Start your 60-day free trial today.
Thank you for joining us. Today's show can be viewed on demand on our website at www.bizlinks.tv. If you are interested in having your products, services, or special cause showcased on our program, submit an inquiry to That's My Biz at bizlinks.tv. In addition, information on advertising and hosting your own show can be found on our website at bizlinks.tv.